Carbohydrates. What does carbohydrates actually mean? Let's go for a deeper understanding, or should I say understand, to this word, and just bear with me as I talk through this. Carbohydrates basically means carb, which is physical, carbon, and hydrate is liquid. So you've got two forms coming together, and obviously the spirit is the information that we are given to take this physical and liquid entity. So carb, being a physical form, has to have some sort of liquid so that you're able to wash it through the body. So it's all about being hydrated. We are more water, we are more liquid than we are solid. So anything that we eat which is dense, any form like that, we need liquid. So when you look at carbohydrates, you've got to look at something which is physical and liquid. So the issue we have these days, I mean, definitely the issues are in the tissues, but like definitely if you're cultivating food, it's been man-made structures, and the soil is depleted. It doesn't have all the minerals in it that it needs. So it's been harvested. You always find that once you play with a genetic code, so GMO foods and stuff like this, they always miss out certain parts of the DNA, and unfortunately when they're missing parts are there, we have the garbage cleaners of this world, which are flies and bugs. So because the bugs are the cleaners, the garbage people to come up and eat death. It's always death. Whenever there's death, there's maggots and flies. So these don't know no less. They've been trained to seek out death so they can be rebirthed, have another experience. And obviously where the food has been manipulated so many times, the flies will go and attack what they feel is death, which is our harvest. And then we will spray pesticide on it to stop that from happening. But these things are low in minerals. Okay, so these foods that we're eating are nowhere near as good. So for us to have the right food, it has to be original. I mean, if anything has a birth date, we know it's man-made. It has to be closest to its source of itself, because once it knows itself, once you eat it, it helps you remind yourself of oneself. You know, it's an interesting fact that we are depleted. So like for fruit, vegetable, anything GMO, to actually have its full experience, it will go into our body, and our body will work really hard to give it all the minerals and everything it needs, so that then it can have a fulfillment life. So then we end up being the bridge between two worlds, you know, the plant kingdom and the human kingdom, and we're actually giving it what it actually needs to carry on, rather than the soil doing it, because obviously Gaia is a form of the womb, and normally the womb would do that. But unfortunately what's happening is it doesn't have all the fruit which is getting cultivated and vegetables, they have a small root system, and all it really uses to actually grow is photosynthesis, which is the sun, no different from you sitting outside in the sun. It hasn't got really a grounded root system. So this is why it'd probably spend a long time in your intestines, because that's where your root chakra is, the bottom part of the chakras. So that's fulfillment for itself. Obviously fruit and vegetable is the better option, but try to go organic is another better option. But you remember, you're having something which is being created, DNA'd. It's man-made. And as I always say, it's true philosophy, is that you get ill from the farmer seed. So the farmer's seed is make you ill. And then everything that you miss, you don't, by the way, I mean, your body produces every single thing. You can't turn around and say, you know, like you have your fruit or your vegetables, and it's got missing parts of DNA. It doesn't know itself, hasn't got a proper root system, hasn't got all the ions in it, all the minerals in it to make you the best version of yourself. You can't turn around and say you eat that and you don't put things to that to create for it to finish its self's journey. So like, say for example, a strawberry hybrid food, you eat that, there's lots of things missing. You are chemistry, you're a laboratory, it goes into your system, your body then pulls out stuff to feed that because you're a living entity. You couldn't turn around and say that's not the case, because if you take a tablet from the farmer seed, you have receptors inside of yourself which take on, you know, that tablet you're taking to create what you need. And it's got chemical reactions and your body has got receptors for it. So I guess what I'm saying is carbohydrates is liquid and carbs, you know, so it's carbon. So it's physical with liquid, with a spirit, and the spirit is you choosing it. So just choose wisely, you know, and if you're not getting the right source of vitamins and minerals for your fruit and your veg and your food, unfortunately you have to use other stuff. So like Irish sea moss, seawater, that's the best stuff, because like, I mean, man-made you can't mess around with the sea, can you? I mean, it's got everything in it. There's no missing particles. The sea's too powerful for us to corrupt. But yeah, it's just a quick video of you understanding of who you are and what energy exchanges actually occur. You know, and be very aware and vigilant of carbohydrates. You know, like just try to eat stuff that knows itself, so it reminds your body. So your body, it doesn't have to be a laboratory trying to work out how to complete the cycle of this food. We all work in cycles. The sun and the moon come up every day. You leave your house and you come back to your house. It's all energy. So just be very aware. The herbicides and the pesticides which are sprayed on the dead crops, which, you know, the animal kingdom, to them, they think it's dead. The mineral kingdom, it's not even got any minerals in it. Remember, I mean, you try and for all of these anyway. You should be picking from the tree if you can, because the minute it comes off the tree and goes into the ground and becomes fertilizer, it belongs to another kingdom. It doesn't belong to our kingdom. So I would just suggest, just choose wisely. Don't put your body out too much. Don't make it too acidic. Don't make the body work too hard. You don't want to be acidic. You don't want to, I mean, if you're waking up and you're really hungry and you're really thirsty, your body's been acidic too much, just let it detox. Look at the times of the day when it detoxes. If you want to know more information about that, just explain to me, and then I'll reach out to me and I'll tell you what times of the day you've got to do stuff. Try to have some more teas and get more herbs in your diet. Love, live and empathize, guys. Just focus.